What's up, you guys? So I am just taking a little mini break. What's happening here? What is that? Anyway, I'm just taking a little mini break, getting away from my computer screen for a moment, and decided to walk outside. So if you hear dogs, I have a zoo, remember. And actually what I wanted to pop in real quick and talk about was, so one of the things I'm seeing a lot when I'm talking to clients and getting on some of these just awesome free coaching calls that I have is I'm talking a lot about what all centers around being present over being perfect, right? And so the reason I wanted to jump on and talk about this is because I think this is a much, much, much bigger deal than sometimes we talk about. And I think it's a question that we have, right? But a question that we don't know how to ask. Okay, so here's what I mean by that. Hold on. Stop it. So when I say that, as far as a question like this is what I would consider to be like a commonly asked question, right? So I've seen this show up is when it comes to, like, for example, it can be in obvious ways, like maybe you don't want to make a post until it's perfect and you've got it all figured out. Maybe you don't want to, maybe you're not going live, right? Because you're not comfortable being on the video, or maybe you're not willing to go live or do that workshop or that webinar until you have the script perfectly played out. Maybe you have a plan to meet with someone or to do like this right here or whatever, and you cancel because you're not feeling it and you don't feel that you're at your best. Okay. So all of those things are valid, right? So let's cover that real quick. But here's what I want you to really take away from this and to really note. We want to know that the people that we're going to invest with are human, right? And there is no better way than to increase your know, like, and trust factor than by showing people you understand them, and the way you show them that you understand them and that you literally get them is because you've been there, right? You know the feelings, you're familiar with the feelings. So I was actually having a call earlier today. We were just talking about, when that individual gets in front of, they're like a coach, right? Like me. And so like a one-on-one thing, super confident, ready to rock and roll, super authentic. They also teach, okay? When they get in front of a group, sometimes that feeling of that confidence isn't the same. And then sometimes what happens is they plan a live on a topic that's just really great. And then when it comes time for that live, there might be some things emotionally that are coming up. And so they reschedule because they want to show up as the best version of themselves. And that intention is awesome. However, the question that I posed, okay, so what if, and I've done this before, right? So what if you hopped on a live? Okay, what if I hopped on a live and today I was like, hey guys, it was a Tuesday, right? And I was like, this is the live that's planned and I'm going to be straight with you. Like, I'm struggling a little bit today. I don't feel, I'm struggling a little bit with some imposter syndrome. Maybe that's what's happening in my life. But when we jump on and then we say, I'm just not 100% as here as I would love to be, but what I have for you is so freaking valuable that there was no way I couldn't show up and give it to you and just go, right? What if you are not super comfy being on video and you popped on a live and said, okay, people, I kind of hate being on video, but I also want to serve you to the best of my ability. So just, I'm going to do it. It might be rough, but stick with me. Yeah. Because what you're doing in that moment, not only are you showing up as, massively authentic, maybe more authentic than you ever have, but you're letting them know that you're human, right? Because we don't really want to invest with people who have it all together. Because if you have it all together and you've always had it all together, how could you possibly know what I'm going through, right? But what if someone in your audience is struggling with the exact same things you are? Which is often the case, right? Because remember that for the most part, there's so much of our ideal and holy girl client that is us. And usually it's us, but it's just in a little bit of like, we're a little bit further along. Yeah. So maybe it's us a few stages ago. Just saw a couple comments pop up. Hey, Lexi. Hey, Dodson. Glad you're here. And so with that being said, if you know that you struggle to be on video, I can almost promise you have clients that can either identify directly with that or something else, and they can apply it and they go, okay, she's struggling with the same thing, so she actually gets it. And here is the other part that is beautiful. When you show up and you lean into those things that you are maybe a little scared of, you're not feeling, you are empowering your people to do the same thing. You are letting them know, I am not 1,000% sure of myself here. What I am sure of is the value that I have to bring to you. And so that's why I'm going to show up, no matter what else happens. You're empowering them to go, okay, she or he is doing this and they didn't die, so I can do this and I won't die either. Lexi said, we don't want to mess with people who have it all together. But right, it is so true. It is, because we're like, whatever. Because the second somebody has everything all together and it's all like put together in this nice pretty bow or whatever, we literally tend to look at them and go, okay, well, that works for you, but apparently it's not going to work for me because that's not my life. Right? I can't tell you how many times I've been on a live or I've done some sort of a webinar or whatever, and I totally botched something, okay? And I'm like, hell, like when I got on today, like, let's talk, like, what is this? What's happening right here with this little pocket, this little mini bouffant I got going on? Right? I don't know what that is. Old me probably would have been like, you need to get off this live and go picture her. I don't care. I don't care. Right? Maybe I shouldn't be out here where my dogs can bark. This is part of my life, right? Here's some of it, by the way. See, there's puppies. They're moving, obviously, and puppies. I was going to show you the I don't know how to, puppy. But anyway, so present over perfect, right? Oh, and Dodson, I love what you just said. So Dodson just commented and said, or we assume they have it together, but they really don't. And that authenticity is really, yes, that authenticity is valuable, right? That's such a beautiful point. Thank you for bringing that up, because I'm sure we can also remember someone that maybe we've highly respected or admired. And when we realize they're a human and they make mistakes and they don't have it all together, how much fucking better do we feel? And I don't mean that in a shitty way, like we want people to fuck up or not have it together. That's not what I mean. I just mean it's nice to know, okay, I admire you. You're super successful. You're where I want to be. And you have mistakes too. You have flaws too. You mess up too. You struggle with the same things I struggle with. So I actually can get to where you are. And I'm not alone. And that is so freaking powerful, right? So whatever you've got going on, I would love to challenge you to kind of examine, are there areas within your life and your brand and your business where you are choosing perfection over being present? I was going to say presentation, but that doesn't work, right? Are you doing that? Yeah, and we can also, a hair just flew in my eye. Sorry about that. Johnson said I was shocked when someone thought I had my shit together. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, same here, right? People are like, you have it all figured out. I'm like, oh, sweet summer child, if you only knew, right? But it keeps showing up. It keeps showing up because, again, I know that I have value to share, and I also know that in showing up for sometimes the best part of serving people is just showing up and just being there for them. Totally forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. Anyway, so are there areas where it is you're striving for perfection, right? Because I hate to break it to you, but perfection, it doesn't exist. It's not a thing, right? And we can strive for that all day long, but we're not going to get there, and that's going to be a major letdown. Are there areas where you can just show up? And more importantly, are there areas that you can show up where you can lean even more into that thing that makes you feel kind of, right? Hey, I'm terrified of being on video. Be patient with me, guys. Here I am, and this is what I want to tell you. hey, I'm about to post this, I'm posting this thing for you guys. It's super raw, it's unedited, but it was important that I share this with you. Or, hey, if you're feeling super nervous about talking in front of a group of people, I want you to know I have been there, right? I was a little nervous before I got on stage. Things like that, yeah? So anyway, remember, present, present, present over perfect. Always, always, always. The more authentic, the more real you get with your people, just the more of those relationships you're going to be able to build, because now it's built on a true and genuine connection. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Amen, Dotson. Hope you guys are all having a fabulous end to your week. Hope that you have a great weekend, that you've provided some time and opportunity for rest, because it's so super crucial. And from me and the little mini zoo that I got going on, this is only part of the zoo, right? Levi. Yeah. We all wish you a wonderful rest of the day and a happy weekend. Later, people.